name is Incentivity Index. February is usually season of housewarming. Wait, February is a usually a house. February is usually a season of housewarming function, stage ceremonies, and quick wedding, particularly for software engineers who come back from the US on short visit. It is also the time for students to prepare for their examination. My friend Suma had purchased a house and was keen that her close friend attend the housewarming ceremony. For us, it was an occasion to get together after a long time. The traditional ceremony was going on when I reached her house at an early hour. The old friend had not yet come. I found a place to visit and watched the puja while waiting for my friends. Though the house was quite a big one, the puja was performed in a small hall and just two carpets had been spread for the guests to sit on. Soma was busy doing the puja. She was wearing a beautiful silk sari and the flower in her ear added to her grace. As usual, the majority of guests had nothing to do and were thus engrossed to chatting about a variety of topics, the problem of teenagers, the Prime Minister, gossip about Madhuri Dixit, Miss India, the best beauty parlor, the latest function jewelry. The list was endless. However, it was the subject of in-law that received the maximum attention and active participation from many. Though I was listening to the conversation, there was an altogether different thought to the back of my mind. It had been hardly a week since Gujarat earthquake and almost all the TV channels had been telecasting the latest information. Although I did not know the victims personally, just the thought of their plight sent a shiver through my body and tears welled up in my eyes. All this was on my mind constantly. Though I was not taking part in the conversation, I could not help but hear what some of the guests were saying. Look at Suma, lucky person, she got a beautiful house at a good price. There was a tinge of envy in the woman's tone. How much did she pay? Hardly 50 lakh. It was a distress sale. I know the man who owned the house. Why was there a distress sale? He owned a factory and recession hit his business badly. So he had to close the factory and sell the house. This house is so beautiful, all marble flooring and attached bathroom with fitted tubs. It, it It's a steal for this price. By the way, how are the preparation for your daughter wedding getting along? I thought it is better to go to Kanchipuram and buy all the sarees there. It works out cheaper and the choice of color combination is better. What about silverware? That is no problem. I know a person in Cheekpet. He is our silversmith.